is Denny Spinks with All Things Metal, and I'm here with Rob and Chewy from Theater Sharks. How you guys doing?
Yeah, really good.
So you guys day 4 Mayhem? Which is day 3 or 4?
I think it's 5. I think, yeah.
5.
Some shows,
yeah. Oh, so how's it been?
It's been amazing. Best show of my life, my career. So
right.
Yeah, no, they've been really good. We're stoked to be here. It's our first time over to America. So, yeah, I mean, we're not complaining, you know. It's a fucking awesome tour to be on for our first time over.
Yeah. So being this first time in the States, how is the band street yet? Or the crowd?
Surprisingly good, hey?
It's been amazing. People have been coming up to us before we even play, saying they've heard of the band before, which is pretty mind-blowing. So,
yeah, because I hadn't heard until, obviously came on the bill.
Yeah.
Checked you out, and it's definitely, it's cool. It's nice to see. It seems to me like there's a lot of people coming out from, like, Australia. And,
yeah.
You guys, how's the scene over there?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, there's some killer bands over in Australia as well. It's a bit different touring down there because there's only 5 main cities in the whole country, and they're so far apart, so makes it pretty difficult for touring, that's for sure.
A lot of the venues are closing down.
Are they?
Just making it a bit harder.
Yeah. So you guys just doing the main tour? You guys doing any off stuff, like any club dates?
Well, we're trying to organise some off dates at the moment, but we might be cutting things a bit short. But at the moment, we're just concentrating on the main dates. At the moment, we're not sure if we're going to be staying in the US afterwards to book a few more shows, or if we're going to be heading back home to Australia. I know that we've got a tour booked with Die Artist Murder in Australia in October.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so unsure yet if we're going to stay a bit longer. We're going to see what's available.
So tell me about the album.
Yeah, this is the first album released through Victory, so it's a pretty big deal for us. We put a lot of effort, really took our time on it. Yeah, so we're 100% happy with it. I mean, I couldn't be happier.
It was good. We, I mean, this is our 3rd full-length album, but it's the first one, like he said, with an actual label, so it's sort of pushing us out there, and it's giving us all these opportunities like this, for example, to play Mayhem. We did a European tour earlier in the year, so that was the first time out of our own country, Australia. So the album seems to be getting received pretty well, all across the globe. So we're really stoked.
That's cool, especially like different countries and continents, stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, metal reaches out to everybody. So
it's awesome. Yeah.
So what's your big plans? I mean, I would just tour the world and.
Well, at the moment, I mean, we're just extremely lucky to be able to have these opportunities. Like I said, to be able to sort of play with a lot of bands that we that we listened to when we were kids, and on such an amazing, well put together festival. It's just it's a dream come true already. But obviously, we want to keep being able to do this for a career. So that's our main goal, I think, to just keep trying to
doing this continuously, really.
Exactly.
If we can, right?
Keep trying to improve and keep writing music that people seem to be enjoying, and just keep building and growing as a band.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where was your influences like?
We listen to a lot of melodic sort of metalcore bands.
Yeah, we listen to different sorts of metal, but we listen to a lot of other genres as well.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah.
I came from listening to punk. Yeah. Bands like Millencolin and Strung Out and stuff with them.
In terms of metal, I mean, obviously we're sort of like that melodic sort of metalcore influence sort of stuff. So big influences would be bands like As I Lay Dying, Killswitch Engage, that sort of stuff, Yeah.
Cool. So, I mean, like, when you drummer bands like Slayer, King Ivan, and stuff like that, is that one of the highlights of the tour? Something you guys seen before?
You know what? Slayer was my first ever concert. They came down in, I think it was 1998 to Australia, and I was still in high school back then. And they toured with Machine Head over there, and I was just a little kid going to a concert, didn't know what to expect, but I love metal ever since, pretty much. So yeah, it's great. I mean, playing with a band of that such high status as Slayer and King Diamond,
Someone told us back then that now we'd be playing a show with them, and no way.
Right.
Here we are, we're doing it today, so.
Right, so you guys get one of the big festivals you get is what? Soundwave? Is that what's over there?
Yeah, Soundwave.
And you guys, is that a lot? I mean, go into that or?
We haven't played Soundwave.
I know it. Go to it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I've been to Soundwave.
I've been a couple times now. So.
Yeah, that's a big venue.
Yeah, that gets some pretty big bands on it.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys strive for?
Definitely. I mean, we'd love to play Soundwave, if the timing's right, that sort of thing. But I think, now that we've sort of had the touring experience, we'd sort of suit that sort of festival a bit better than what we would if we were to jump on a festival like that prior.
What was it like as far as like the most unexpected thing that happened when you come to the States to start touring?
Well,
Their major difference?
I mean, we're actually lucky we're in this country, to be honest, because we had a lot of problems with the visas, actually, like coming over.
Coming over, we were actually pretty convinced we weren't going to get into the country.
Yeah.
Really?
And we're pretty happy about it.
There was a global system outage processing US working visas, and I think it's actually still happening right now. And I think our label friend, Sister Sin, had some issues as well getting into the country, but we ended up getting our visas waived and when we entered immigration in Honolulu, which was really good. So yeah, it was just that was a bit like the security over here was definitely a bit more intense than what it is in any other, like when we went over to Europe, for example. So that's something that definitely shocked us when we got over here. Yeah.
So do you guys worry about that security wise, like when you're on this at a show and whatnot, or if you go to country you haven't been to?
Well, I mean, the only shows that we've done here are these festival dates, so I mean, they seem to be really, pretty friendly sort of environment. We have done sort of...
It's been super friendly, super healthy.
Exactly, yeah.
They're pretty much the same way?
Europe, we did more club sort of shows. I mean, some of the places were a bit sort of not as friendly as others.
Some of a lot of the shows in Europe weren't in the direct heart of the cities and kind of like out on the outskirts, bit of the rougher areas.
We would play a show in Paris actually, and like when the bus actually got to the venue, there was just like a whole, like it was sort of like homeless people.
The homeless shelter next door.
Exactly, yeah, and it was sort of
we were told not to go outside by ourselves.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So I mean, depending on which part of the world you're in, really, I mean, it can vary, but as long as you're sort of, you're not sort of out looking for trouble or anything, and then.
What do you guys worry about any of that? Just, the world is definitely different than it was 10, 15 years.
Definitely is, man. I mean, everything that I know about America pretty much comes from South Park, the cartoon. So,
You said wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, it's good being over here and sort of, seeing. I mean, we're in Australia, all the TV that we watch there and the movies. It's all American stuff, man, and it's good to actually be over here and you sort of see the culture firsthand, so, but so far it's a really cool country, everyone's cool, so we're enjoying it, man. Yeah, it's cool,
Great way to see the country as well.
Right on. So what stage you guys playing on? You guys playing on the second stage?
Yeah, the Victory Redwood stage.
And what time you guys play today?
7:15 today.
Yeah.
That's pretty late time.
Yeah, we're last on that stage.
Yeah, we're closing off that stage. So it's good though because there's only 2 stages this time around, so no bands are actually clashing with each other. So after Howie finished on the main stage, we're on Victory stage. So
so if you really wanted to, you could see every band.
Exactly.
Yeah, really good.
Cool. Well, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me.
No problem.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Actually, this is my first interview with Australian bands.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
You guys like Airborne and stuff like that?
Everyone's cool, yeah. They've been over here for times, yeah.
I haven't seen them, but they look
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
very much.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Have a good one.
Cool. You too.